auto refresh for pivot tables is finally here. It's a feature we've been waiting years for. So in this video, I'll explain how it works and some common mistakes to avoid. So let's go. All right, so in this example, I have some source data over here. I have a pivot table, and as you can see, we have this new button called auto refresh right up here on the pivot table analyze tab. So this does exactly what it says. As it's enabled right now, we can go change a value in our source data. We'll just change this to a big number so it sticks out. And you can see that our pivot table automatically updates. We no longer have to go into this tab or the data tab and click the refresh button. We're automatically going to refresh when auto refresh is enabled. And of course, we can quickly toggle this off. So auto refresh is now off. If I change this number back, you can see that my pivot table does not refresh. I'd have to go to the data tab and click refresh, or I can go to the pivot table analyze tab and also click refresh. Now, one important note here, if you change the source data, I'm going to go ahead and change this back to a larger number, and you turn the pivot table auto refresh on, so I'm just going to turn it on, that does not actually trigger a refresh. You can see here that this has not been refreshed. So you have to either go make a change again to the source data anywhere in the source data to trigger that refresh, or of course you can hit the refresh button to make that change. I'm not sure if this is by design or it's just a bug, but I think I would want the pivot table to refresh when I turn auto refresh on without me having to take that extra step. But for right now, it's just good to be aware of. Now, one common question is what happens when we add data to the bottom of the table? So here I have some new data. I'm just going to copy it. I'm going to paste it right down here at the bottom. And as I do that, keep an eye on this boards number right here because the data is for boards. So I'll go ahead and paste it. And as you can see, our pivot table automatically updates to include the new data. And that's because I'm using an Excel table as the source of the pivot table. And another common question is on pivot charts. So I'll go ahead and insert a quick pivot chart here. And we'll just move this over right here. And of course, since auto refresh is on, we can see auto refresh is still on. Again, when we make changes here to the source data, that's going to make changes to both the pivot table and the connected pivot chart. And another common question is, can I turn auto refresh on and off for each pivot table? And the answer is complicated. So I'm first going to start by inserting a new pivot table. I'm going to go over to this source data here. I'm going to insert a new pivot table, and I'm just going to put that on a new worksheet, and we'll just quickly build out a pivot table. So I'll throw the product name down here as well, and then quantity in the values area. So I have a slightly different pivot table here. You can see that auto refresh is currently on for this pivot table. If I was to turn auto refresh off, that's going to turn it off, of course, for this pivot table. But if I go back over to this sheet and select this pivot table, we will also see that auto refresh is now off. And that's because both of those pivot tables share the same pivot cache, which is essentially connected to the same source data. So if we were to turn auto refresh on for this pivot table, again, we'll go back over to this other sheet and we can see that auto refresh is now on for this pivot table as well. And to further explain the pivot cache, I'm going to jump over to this pivot cache sheet where I have a diagram here to help explain the pivot cache. So essentially with all pivot tables, we have a source data range or table, which is this here, and then we have a pivot cache. Now this is stored in the background. We don't see this in Excel. Essentially, it's a duplicate of the source data that is stored in memory or in the background, and then multiple pivot tables can be connected to that pivot cache. So auto refresh is actually going to control all of the pivot tables or be toggled on or off for all of the pivot tables that share that pivot cache. This can be a bit confusing, but I do have some tools to help with this, which I'm going to cover in an upcoming video. So make sure to get subscribed to our channel to get notified when that new video is published. So if you have workbooks that have multiple data sources with pivot tables, like here I have a different data set, sales data, with a pivot table here, the auto refresh for this pivot table, or really any pivot tables generated from this source data, are going to be controlled differently. So I could turn this on, and that will be different from this pivot table here. I could turn this one off, and if we jump back to sales, you can see that auto refresh is still on. I think in most scenarios, we're probably going to keep auto refresh on for all pivot tables. So this really won't be too big of an issue, but it is good to know and understand how it works to prevent confusion. And there is another place we can find auto refresh. If we right click on the pivot table and choose pivot table options, On the data tab here, we have the new checkbox called automatically refresh when the source data changes. And this state here of it being toggled on will match the auto refresh state. So we can also toggle it off here, hit OK, and you can see that toggles it off in the ribbon. And the reason that's important is for defaults. So if we go to File and then Options, on the data tab here, we can make changes to the default layout of pivot tables. We'll go ahead and edit default layout. And right here under pivot table options, under data, we also have this setting. So as long as this is toggled on here in these settings for the defaults, anytime you create a new pivot table, automatic refresh will automatically be turned on. And this was on by default when I got the new feature on my computer. So I think it'll just be on by default, and any new pivot tables will have auto refresh automatically turned on. Now, one caveat to that is if we have a pivot table here with auto refresh off, and let's go ahead and insert a new pivot table, and I'll again just put that on a new worksheet, we can see that auto refresh is also off for this new pivot table because it already had an existing pivot cache where auto refresh is turned off. Now, I'd strongly advise against using regular ranges as the source of a pivot table. So here I have the source of the pivot table, just a regular range. This is not an Excel table. We can see that the auto refresh is turned on for both of these pivot tables. They currently both share the same pivot cache. However, if we were to add new data to this table, I'll just go ahead and hit Control C here, paste some new data to the bottom. Of course, this is not automatically going to extend, so therefore we need to change the source range here. So we need to go into the Analyze tab, choose Change Data Source, and then we need to actually manually change this range. So we can select all of the new data. However, when I do that, this pivot table will be updated with that new data, but this pivot table will not. Now, this behavior was true even before we had auto refresh, so nothing new here. However, if we were to turn auto refresh off for one of these pivot tables, they no longer share the same pivot cache, so therefore the setting is different, as you can see up in the ribbon there, between both of these pivot tables. So to prevent all of this confusion, I highly encourage you to use Excel tables as the source of a pivot table. Again, as I showed earlier, if we were to just copy this data here and paste it to the bottom of the table, that's automatically going to extend the table to include the new data. And that data will also be reflected automatically now in our pivot table because we have auto refresh turned on. So the combination of Excel tables and pivot tables with auto refresh make our reporting processes much more dynamic and will prevent those embarrassing mistakes when we forget to hit the refresh button before sending out our reports. And it's also important to note that pivot tables created from the data model will not work with auto refresh. So if you're clicking this button to add this data to the data model or creating pivot tables from Power Pivot, when you do that, the auto refresh button will be disabled. And at this point, it's just good to know this behavior. Hopefully it'll change in the future. At the time of this recording, auto refresh is still in beta, so get subscribed and we'll do another video when it becomes more widely available. I've also created this free cheat sheet that has all the rules for auto refresh, and I'll put a link in the description where you can download the PDF. Let us know in the comments what you think of this new feature, and if you want to learn how pivot tables and dashboards can make your work truly stand out, then check out this video next. Thanks again for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.